What's up, Internet? It's Brown Kid here from Albotas.com with my top comic picks for Wednesday, May 14th, 2014. With me, I have a lovely co-host guest. This is Yaya, aka Yaya Crossing.
Hi guys.
YouTube.com/Yaya Crossing. People think you're dead.
Sorry.
She's not dead.
I'm not dead.
She's alive.
Sort of.
Yeah, and now we're going to talk about some comics. First up, for our number 3 pick this week, we have Deadly Hands of Kung Fu, number 1. This is kind of being touted as Bruce Lee meets the Jason Bourne movies. How did you feel about this book?
It was okay. I don't know, for me it's always hard to tell with the first comic. I like to at least read the first 3 to know whether I like it or not. It was okay.
That's how I felt. Like, the action was cool. They introduced like all the characters way fast and expected you to know.
Yeah, like who they were right away. It's like, who's that? Why is she doing what she's doing?
Yeah.
Give me something.
And I think this is the first of a 4-part series. I picked this because this guy right here, Shang-Chi, he's in a lot of Marvel stuff lately. They're like really trying to, I don't know, promote him as a character. He's in the Avengers now, so Captain America's in this book for a little bit. But the action's really cool because it does go from like straight up kung fu. There's a flying guillotine. And then it got really violent when that chick got ripped in half.
Yeah, he was just like...
I love the sound effect. That was violent and cool. And then he rides a snowmobile up into a dude's helicopter. So yeah, it was cool. Lots of action. The art was cool.
The art was good.
I just want to see where it's going. So I feel like 4 issues, I'll probably hang out with it for a little. Look at this cover. This cover's awesome. Let's just take a moment to appreciate the beauty.
For our second pick, all new Ghost Rider issue number 3.
This was cool. I kind of gave up on it on the second issue. I wasn't going to get the 3rd issue, but I liked it.
I like it. I want to know why he hesitated. If someone was going to say, hey, let's get vengeance for the people that stole his brother's wheelchair, I'd be like, let's go. What are we waiting for?
Did you notice the Spider-Man fish in the pawn shop when he tried to get his brother's wheelchair back?
No.
There's a fish with Spider-Man mask on, and they show it twice.
That's weird.
Yeah, it is weird, but I thought it was cool. This is an all-new Ghost Rider in addition to the Ghost Rider that's already out there. This is a Hispanic kid named Robbie Reyes, and I was really happy because his name's Robbie. My name's Robbie, and I'm brown. But he spells his name with an I-E,
Yeah.
which is how losers spell it. Just spell it with a Y. But yeah, the first issue was really dark. I love the art. This is art by Trad Moore, and he's probably one of my favorite artists right now. The art is so good. This cover is so good. And he did the cover for our number 1 pick, which is coming up. But yeah, I got back into it. I don't know, I thought it was like dumb issue 2, like werewolves or something. But it's just like a pill that turns people into crazy monsters, which I guess is cool.
Yeah, because I was like, why are they talking about ecstasy and raping chicks?
Yeah. Yeah, they were trying to like sell it off as like, what were they trying to sell? They were trying to sell rupees. Rupees.
Rupees.
So in the first issue, he had his like father figure, and it was that guy at the mechanic shop, and then they killed the shit out of him. So now they're kind of introducing his teacher, maybe, possibly, as like a father figure going forward, or at least some kind of, because he has nobody. It's just this kid, and he's raising his brother, and they don't never come out and say if his brother like has Down syndrome or like he's in a wheelchair and he's like mentally handicapped somehow. They don't really explain it.
Yeah, they don't go into too much detail with that. But he's still carrying him around because in the first issue, his wheelchair was stolen by 2 stupid guys.
So then the spirit is basically like, I'll give you power if you want to take revenge on all the bad people in this world or whatever.
And he hesitates. He walks away.
Yeah, he does. He walks away, and then once he realizes the power, he kind of goes for it. And it ends with him meeting like the main villain, I guess, of this story arc, which is a drug dealer dude. And he eats a bunch of these pills that turn people into monsters, and he turns into a giant something or other. For our top pick of the week, we have Secret Avengers number 3. So this is both of our favorites this week. It was really good. I like it. It reminds me of Hawkeye, kind of, a little bit in the art style and the humor. If you're not reading Matt Fraction's Hawkeye, you should be. But it kind of has that vibe.
Yeah. I like how they make him goofy.
Yeah.
Like, I wish they would have done that in the Avengers movie. He was way too serious.
He was super serious.
And forgettable.
Yeah, sorry guy. But I like how in the first issue they tell you who the Secret Avengers are, and Hawkeye is not one of them, and he sort of just invites himself into the team, and nobody... Well, I guess the girls don't want him there, Black Widow and Spider-Woman, because he banged both of them at one point.
He's also naked.
He's naked when he meets them, yes. And I like how they... it starts off with Maria Hill kind of introducing the characters, and they each have a little description. So there's Phil Coulson, he explodes space stations. Nick Fury has one eye. Black Widow, played by Scarlett Johansson, except when she's not. Spider-Woman, new to the secret team ops thing. Hawkeye, eats about 4 protein bars a day.
That's a lot.
And there he is eating a protein bar. Did any part remind you of Scott Pilgrim? Because this reminded me of Scott Pilgrim a lot.
I was just thinking choose your own adventure. I was hoping I get to choose.
yeah, I know. I was like, do I get... It turns this like choose your own adventure page where Black Widow has a decision to make on the battlefield, and it breaks down all of her decisions, and then there's these cool little like 16-bit versions of her. And I don't know, it reminded me of like how Scott Pilgrim incorporated game stuff into the comic, and then they do this like super dramatic zoom in when she figures out the right answers to believe in your teammates. That was cool. It was fun. I kind of didn't know what was going on though, but I still liked it. Like I didn't know why I forgot why they were there. Forgot what they were doing, but it was cool.
Yeah, I'm waiting to see what's going on with Vladimir, the bomb that wants to commit suicide.
There's a suicidal bomb named Vladimir. I love how this doesn't take itself seriously. It's so fun. And in the description on Marvel, they mention MODOK, but he's not really mentioned in here. He's the secret member of the Secret Avengers. None of the Avengers know that MODOK is part of it. But I think if you like the Marvel Cinematic Universe and really aren't heavy into comics, I feel like this is really good. It reminds me a lot of Agents of S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah.
And that it's funny. Agent Coulson's in it. Nick Fury's in it. It's a lot of familiar faces from the cinematic stuff. And it has that same kind of overall... It's not hokey superhero stuff. It's just like...
No. And I feel like they take Coulson's personality that he plays on the movies and on S.H.I.E.L.D.
Yeah. They do a good job. And I like this book. And cover art by Awesome Tried More. I love this book. I hope it never goes away. More people should read it. And that was our top pick of the week. So those were our picks this week, but we're curious, what are your picks? What did you guys read? Let us know in the comments, and let us know what you're looking forward to reading next week, and maybe we'll read it and feature it on next week's episode. From Albotas.com, I'm Robbie, aka Brown Kid.
And I'm Yaya.
We'll see you guys next week.